So I graduate tomorrow. It's so exciting. Like, honestly, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. If you've followed me for a while, you'll know it's been cancelled, rescheduled, cancelled, then rescheduled again. So it's finally going ahead tomorrow. As you can see by the fake tan on my face, it will look less orange tomorrow when I wash it off a bit. I also got this new hoodie from Adam and Neve. I was in the same uni flat as Adam in first. It's just like a little sheep with a cap and gown on, which I just find really cute. So yeah, I'll link that down below. Yeah, so my graduation is at 11:45 tomorrow morning, so we're going to leave the house at 8 because they recommend you get there like an hour before, and it takes about like 2.5 hours, 2 hours 15 to drive there. And then I'm having lunch with my parents and my brother and his girlfriend. Unfortunately, only my parents can come into the ceremony. We're only allowed 2 guests each. Yeah, so my parents coming to the ceremony, then I'm having lunch after, then me, mum, my brother and his girlfriend are all driving down to Sussex to go to a wedding on Saturday. So we thought we might as well just drive down straight from Bath, stay the night before, and then we're staying the night after the wedding as well. So very busy weekend, but I'm very excited. I'll probably just vlog more the graduation. When I say vlog, I won't be talking like this, obviously because we're with my parents and stuff. But I'll try and like film what I can. It'll probably be a lot of photos, to be honest. But yes, I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to. And let's get into it. Hello, so I'm officially a graduate now. I hope you enjoyed the little clips I've just inserted. I don't know how I'm going to edit them together yet, but we'll work it out. So yeah, I thought I'd just talk you through like my graduation day, because I know people have already been asking me questions like how it was, like what should I look out for, that kind of thing. So yeah, I thought I'd just literally talk you through the whole day. Yeah, so I left my house at 8 o'clock in the morning because it's like a 2.5 hour, or 2 hour 15 drive to Bath from Surrey. So yeah, me and mum left at 8 o'clock, sorry, or I think it was like 8:15. We got to Bath, or we got to uni at like 10:30. Then we met my dad there because my parents aren't together. And then basically we parked in the top car park on campus. So it was a bit of a walk down to like the actual area. And yeah, so that like my feet were killing me because I'm not used to walking in heels. So it was like a bit of a walk. So yeah, I would recommend bringing a pair of trainers with you as well if you like have trouble wearing heels. So yeah, we walked down from the car park to Commons, which is like the main building of Bath Spa. Then there was already 2 people like outside just like explaining what to do when we got in there. So they said you'll go in, you'll sign in, and then people will check your COVID pass, your COVID letter, and then they'll direct you from there. So we had to put our masks on to go into Commons, and yeah, I basically signed in saying I'm here, I've got 2 guests, and we got given like little wristbands. I don't know whether you saw these in the clips. You can see them in my graduation photos actually, but yeah, there was either like a silver wristband for the silver marquee or a blue one for the blue marquee. So I think they were doing like 2 graduations at the same time, and there was 3 time slots during the day. I think there was a 10:30 one. I was the 11:45 ceremony, and then there was another one at 1:30, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I was in the silver marquee, and yeah, so I signed in, and then they checked all of our phones for like the COVID pass or a negative lateral flow test. Then I got moved like round to the student information desk, and again I had to sign in saying both my guests were here, and then they gave me like the tickets, and they said make sure when you go in the marquee that you can like see your wristband, just so they can like know you're in the right place. And then I had to go round to the quiet rooms. I'm really sorry if you don't know my university, you're probably thinking, what are all these rooms? But yeah, I had to go around to like the quiet study area where they were like giving us our gowns. So again, I had to show my order number, and then they gave me my cap and gown. But I will say with the cap, it is a really awkward shape, like it's quite shallow. So if you've got to measure your hat for graduation, make sure you like measure it like up here. I think I measured it too far down, and yeah, it didn't really fit me. Like honestly, it kept falling off me. So luckily when I got into the marquee, I did get given like hair grips. So yeah, I said I got my cap and gown, and then I said, oh, where's the photography? And the photography was in like the main lecture hall. They had sort of like 4 kind of like photography booths set up, like, you know, the ones where you're like holding a scroll. Yeah, so I thought I might as well get my, I said this was about 11:15 this morning, I thought I might as well get my photos done now whilst there was like no queue. So then I went into the photography room, and the university's still on like a one-way system, so I had to walk basically out of the lecture hall through the back door, and then like round the building again to to go back into the building to meet my parents, which is a bit annoying. But it was really odd when I walked past, obviously when I walked out of my photography room, I actually walked past my first year university halls, like I walked past the Sydney building, and it was just such a full circle moment, because obviously I walked past in my cap and gown, and I had my graduation tickets, and it was just, honestly, it was the weirdest, but like it was like one of the nicest moments, I think, of the day. Like I was just like, oh my god, I just felt so proud of myself. I said I got through 4 years of uni. Like first year of Kira is so different to the like final year Kira. Yeah, so that was a really sweet moment when I walked past my university halls, like wearing my cap and gown. I did put it on Snapchat, but I forgot to save the video, so unfortunately I can't put it in the vlog. But the bit where I like do the peace sign with my cap and gown on, that's literally me walking past the Sydney building. So yeah, anyway, I walked back in with my parents. They didn't check my tickets again. I think they could see I had my obviously cap and gown on, so they knew I'd already signed in. And then me and my parents had like a cup of coffee. As we had a bit of like probably like half an hour to kill before the ceremony, because they said we had to sit down like 15 minutes before it started. So I said I was done by like 11 o'clock with all my signing in, photos and everything. So yeah, we had a drink, and then we went outside, and we had to walk round the back of Commons, and then towards the main house, which is like quite a fancy building, which had the like spa sign outside of it. And there was like 2 doorways which were open. I've never even been through those doorways, but one doorway obviously led to one tent. So I was at the one closest to Commons, and then I think there was another door that led to the other marquee, which is like further up, sort of nearer the doctors on campus. So we had to wear our masks in the marquee, but when we actually went on stage, like we didn't. Oh, there wasn't even a stage. We just literally walked across the marquee. So when we walked across, we didn't have to have our masks on. Obviously, they knew we were taking photos and stuff and videos. So as you can see from the little video, I was sat near the back, which I didn't really mind. I'm quite tall, so I could see. But when I was in the marquee, literally my hat kept falling off. I was like, oh my god, this is going to fall off on stage. But luckily, one of my course friends did have like bobby grips, so I just literally pinned it down to my head. So I would really recommend, if you're graduating soon, make sure you bring like hair clips with you. Even if you haven't measured your head, like it probably won't fit you, and also the hats have no stretch in them whatsoever, so they're really awkward to wear. So yeah, I sat down, sorted my hair out and everything, and we were sat basically in like bubbles. So I was obviously sat with both my parents, and then like the other person who was behind me in the queue was like also sat with their parents. Like you weren't sat with other students. They were like in little rows of 3. Yeah, as we were sat for the ceremony, and the ceremony probably lasted about 40 minutes maybe. So the first like 20 minutes, like she was just going through like safety and like made sure we're wearing masks and stuff. Then she did a little speech about like how well we've done to like study through a pandemic, and how this has like taught us digital literacy and that kind of thing. And just sort of wishing us good luck for the future. And then sort of each row was kind of called up, like the students were called up and queued down one side, as you probably saw from the video. And then everybody's like names were read out like alphabetically. So obviously I'm an M, so that's kind of near the end of the alphabet. So yeah, so she said the like course name, then wrote all the names in like another course. I think they did like 2 courses in mine, because there was definitely like a few from a different course. Then she said like education studies, and then like everyone's names. So yeah, the ceremony lasted about 40 minutes. So my name was one of the last ones to be read out. Then actually, when we walked over the marquee, we weren't given our certificates. We were just given like a leaflet about graduation and like the sort of order of events and things. So what you saw me pick up wasn't my certificate. It was just like a little leaflet thing. But you couldn't really tell in the photos what it was. So yeah, that was the actual like ceremony. And then again, we were kind of called up like row by row to come out of the tent to obviously go for like a drinks reception after. So again, there was like a little queue going around main house, like the back of it, and there was like another little tent with like people pouring Bucks Fizz, which is like orange juice and prosecco, and there was like alcohol-free alternatives as well. So we all got 1 glass of Bucks Fizz each, and yeah, that bit I think was probably one of my favourites, because I could see all my course mates and I could actually talk to them. And yeah, so I said hello to some of my friends, got more photos, said thank you to my dissertation tutor as well. So it's really nice to see her. There wasn't actually many lecturers there that I recognised. Like I saw 2 that I recognised. I said hello to my dissertation one. I kind of knew the person who did most of the ceremony. She was Kiriaki, who was like the leader of the education school. So yeah, I've been like a few virtual meetings with her, but I didn't know her well. So there was literally only 2 lecturers I kind of knew. But yeah, so it was nice just to sort of catch up with people that I hadn't seen in a few months. And yeah, that was kind of it. So we had, and then me, my parents, and then my brother and his girlfriend, we went out for lunch afterwards at the Boathouse pub. So yeah, we literally, so I think we kind of finished at the graduation place about 1 o'clock. So yeah, for like time references, we got there at 10:30 and we were sort of done by 1. And then we had a booking at Boathouse for 1:30. So yeah, we kind of made the walk back up. But literally, me and Mum kicked our heels off at that point. I said, because like when we were meeting people after the ceremony, we were all in like stood in heels. And I was like, oh, I didn't want to walk back to the car in these heels. So me and Mum kicked our heels off and we were fine. And then changed into our trainers to go to the pub. Yeah, so we were only allowed 2 guests each. And obviously, I wanted to invite my parents because they've supported me in many ways through uni. So I would have loved to have my brother there because I went to his graduation about 5 years ago now. But yeah, at least him and his girlfriend could join us for lunch. And then after that, me, Mum, my brother and his girlfriend drove down to Sussex for a wedding. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw the photos. So yeah, that was my weekend really. It was just honestly so nice, and like I look back on those photos, I'm like, oh my god, I look grown up, like I look older, like I don't know how to explain it. Like, not that I look old, but I just saw me in my graduation gown and I was like, wow, I look more mature now. It's just like really bizarre, but yeah, it was a lovely day. As I said, we had good weather. It wasn't too hot, but like it wasn't cold either. And you do get warmer in like a gown, especially. And if you're like struggling for like graduation dresses, I would really say white dresses and like pale blue and red really seem to stand out like against the navy sort of gown if you're struggling. Yeah, and I wore one which was like sort of to my knees. Again, it just showed up a lot better under the gown compared to like black or navy dresses. But obviously it's your graduation, you wear whatever you want to. And there was people wearing flat shoes, that we weren't all wearing heels at all. I did see a lot of people wearing trainers, which I really admire. I kind of wish I did that now. But yeah, that was my graduation day. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe if you did like it. There'll be more graduate life vlogs coming now. Probably no more uni ones. Like I don't know what else I can film about uni. But yes, please like and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you for all the support on my university videos like throughout the past like 4 years, 3-4 years. It's been amazing. But yes, on to the next chapter.